There comes a moment in every trader's journey when the market does more than test your strategy. It tests you, your patience, your discipline, your emotional stability, your identity. It's the moment when your plan feels distant, your confidence feels fragile, and your mind becomes louder than the chart in front of you. You feel the pressure to make it back, to erase the losses, to prove something to yourself, to the market, to the voice inside you, whispering that maybe you're not good enough. But what if this moment is not a setback? What if it is an invitation? An invitation to rebuild your foundation, your psychology, your approach, and ultimately your identity as a trader. This is not a video about winning trades. This is a journey into the mind behind the trades, a journey inward, a journey back to clarity, stability, and control. Welcome to Mind Over Markets, and welcome to your psychological rebuild. Take a breath, settle your thoughts, and let us begin. If you've made it this far, you've done more than listen to a plan. You've taken a step toward a different version of yourself, a version defined not by fear, not by impulsiveness, not by the emotional chaos that fueled your drawdown, but by awareness, patience, discipline, and mental clarity. The market will test you again. It always does. Not because it wants to break you, but because it reveals the parts of you that still need strengthening. Now you are no longer trading blind. You are trading with understanding of your patterns, understanding of your impulses, understanding of your emotional landscape. You are trading with a new identity, one built deliberately, one forged through reflection, one strengthened by intention. The drawdown that once felt like an ending has become your beginning, a turning point, a psychological reset. Carry this with you. Return to it when the market becomes loud. Let it remind you that your edge isn't just your strategy, it's your mind. This is Mind Over Markets, and this is the new you. Calm, disciplined, aligned, ready. Until next time, trade with clarity, trade with intention, trade with a mind that no longer works against you, but works for you. When a trader enters a drawdown, something subtle happens inside the mind. A quiet shift, a tightening in the chest, a slow creeping pressure that begins as discomfort and grows into panic. You feel your confidence draining. You feel your clarity dissolving. You feel your sense of control slipping through your fingers. And the human instinct is to push harder, to fight the market, to trade more, to chase the losses, to fix the pain by doing the very thing that caused the pain in the first place. But here is the truth. Most traders never admit even to themselves. You don't blow up because you lose money. You blow up because you try to recover money with the same emotional state that lost it. A drawdown is not just a financial event. It is a psychological event, a test of identity, a mirror that forces you to meet the version of yourself you've been avoiding, the impatient version, the fearful version, the angry version, the impulsive version, the version of you that does not belong in the markets. Over the next 7 days, I will walk you through a complete psychological rebuild, not a shortcut, not a motivation boost, not a revenge mission wearing the mask of discipline. This is a reconstruction of your mindset, your emotional state, your ability to make decisions, your identity as a trader. Before we begin, there's one truth you must accept fully. Your goal is not to win back money. Your goal is to win back yourself. Because when you regain clarity, discipline, and emotional balance, the money follows as a natural consequence. So breathe, slow your thoughts, let your mind settle, and let these words sink deeply into you. Your drawdown is not the end of anything. It is the beginning of the trader you were always meant to become. Let's begin. Day 1, the confrontation. Most traders respond to a drawdown in two destructive ways. They deny it, or they attack themselves for it. Both reactions cloud the mind. Both reactions hide the truth. Both reactions prevent growth. Today is about honesty, not self-punishment, not self-judgment, just truth. You sit with what happened, you observe it, you witness it, you write down every detail of your drawdown, not the numbers, the psychology behind them, the tension in your body before you click the button, the fear that whispered you might miss the move, the anger that pushed you to double your size, the boredom that convinced you to take a trade you didn't need, the stubbornness that refused to exit a losing position, the shame that arrived after each mistake, piling onto the next. You remember the exact moment you knew you were slipping, the moment when your rational mind went quiet and your emotional mind took over. Maybe it was a small loss that shouldn't have mattered. Maybe it was a winning streak that made you overconfident. Maybe it was frustration, exhaustion, stress from life outside the charts. It doesn't matter. What matters is this: your drawdown was not caused by the market. It was caused by your state of mind. And today, you acknowledge that fully, honestly, openly, without excuses. When you can see your patterns with clarity, your patterns lose their power over you. Today is not about fixing yourself. It is about understanding yourself, because the trader who understands themselves cannot be broken. Day 2, the reset. Professionals survive drawdowns because they trust their system more than they trust their emotions. Right now, your emotions are louder than your rules. So today you reset everything. You rebuild your trading plan from the ground up. You rewrite every rule, every condition, every filter, every boundary, every reason to enter, and every reason not to. A weak trader treats rules as suggestions. A strong trader treats rules as protection. This is not about strategy. This is about trust. Trust in the process. Trust in structure. Trust in yourself. A drawdown is chaos, and chaos grows in the absence of structure. When your rules are vague, your mind becomes vague. When your rules are inconsistent, your decisions become inconsistent. When your rules are optional, your P&L becomes emotional. So today you create psychological safety through clarity. You will notice something painful as you rewrite your plan. Most of your losses came not from your system failing, but from you failing to follow it. This realization stings, but it also sets you free, because your edge is still alive. You simply drifted away from it, and today you return. Day 3, rebuilding confidence. Drawdown steals confidence more than it steals capital. It whispers stories in your mind, stories of inadequacy, stories of failure, stories that say you are not good enough, that your wins were luck, that your losses were fate. Today those voices go silent. Confidence does not come from profits. It comes from discipline. It comes from consistency. It comes from the knowledge that you show up as your best self even when the market tests you. Today is not about trading. Today is about reconnecting with the calm, rational side of your mind. You replay charts. You review your past successful trades. You look at the market with curiosity instead of fear. You re-engage your analytical brain, the brain that sees patterns, not threats, opportunities, not danger, probability, not chaos. This reawakens the part of you that knows how to trade, the part of you that has clarity, patience, confidence. You are not trying to regain confidence in the market. You are regaining confidence in yourself. Day 4, the return. Today you step back into the market, but you do so gently, slowly, respectfully. You trade with micro size, tiny size so small that winning doesn't inflate your ego and losing doesn't touch your emotions. Today is about presence, not profits. You are retraining your nervous system to engage with the market without fear, without pressure, without trauma. This is emotional rehabilitation. You execute cleanly. You follow your rules exactly. You enter only when your system says yes. You exit only when your plan says exit. You feel your emotions rise, but you don't let them guide you. If you lose while following your plan, you win. If you win while following your plan, you win. Because the victory today is not financial. It is psychological. You are proving, perhaps for the first time in weeks, that you can trade without being controlled by your emotions. And that is the foundation of consistency. Day 5, rebuilding discipline. Today is the transition day, the identity day. The day you stop trying to be disciplined and begin being disciplined. Trying requires effort. Being requires identity. To shift identity, your actions must align with the trader you want to become. Today, you create a ritual you follow before every trade, a checklist, a moment of stillness, a breath, a pause, a commitment to quality. Rituals create consistency. Consistency creates confidence. Confidence creates calm, and calm creates mastery. Your drawdown happened because your impulses became stronger than your discipline. Today, your discipline becomes stronger than your impulses. This is where the new trader is born. Day 6, momentum. Discipline gives you control. Momentum gives you flow. Today, you combine both. You scale your size slightly, just enough to feel real, but not enough to trigger fear. Your goal is simple. Build a streak of perfect execution, not perfect results. Perfect process. Each clean trade builds momentum. Each moment of discipline strengthens identity. Each decision made from clarity deepens confidence. Slowly, a shift happens. Your mind becomes quieter. Your emotions become softer. Your decisions become cleaner. And you start to trust yourself again. Momentum returns not when you make money, but when you make decisions with discipline. Today, you reclaim that momentum. Day 7, the renewal. Today, you step back and look at the last 7 days, not through the lens of profit and loss, but through the lens of transformation. You ask yourself, did I become more disciplined than day 1? Did I understand myself better? Did I trade with more clarity? Did I follow my rules more consistently? Did I make decisions from logic instead of emotion? This is the real recovery. Recovery is not measured on the chart. It is measured in the mind. Today you write long-term psychological rules, rules that protect you from yourself. Rules like, if I lose 3 trades in a row, I stop. If my emotions rise above a certain level, I pause. If I feel urgency, I step away. If I feel the desire to win back losses, I stop trading entirely. If I break a rule, I immediately reduce size. These rules are not about the market. They are about your psychology, your emotional armor, your mental guardrails, your protection from self-destruction. You are no longer the trader who entered this drawdown. That version was reactive, impatient, fearful, chaotic, driven by urgency, driven by emotion, driven by ego. The version standing here now is different, calmer, stronger, more disciplined, more aware, more patient, more controlled. The drawdown did not destroy you. It revealed you. It exposed your weak points and forced you to strengthen them. As you step into the next chapter of your journey, remember this truth. The market does not determine your success. Your mind does. And now your mind is no longer your enemy. It is your greatest asset. This is your rebuild, your renewal, your second beginning. And the trader you become from this moment forward will not fear drawdowns, because you now understand that drawdowns do not break you. They forge you. Welcome back. You are ready.